we've taken a look at how the ongoing pandemic has affected the academic and athletic lives of students. But there are still extracurriculars to look at. Today joining us is a senior member of Bradley's student improv group, BBQ Kitten, Justin Goralaski? Okay, perfect. My first question for you, Justin, is how has the transition been when it comes to COVID and the pandemic? How is rehearsing for BBQ Kitten?
You know, it's been tough because the improv troupe has always had its foundation at meeting in front of Bradley Hall and having open rehearsals every Wednesday in front of the steps of Bradley Hall. And we've now transitioned to meeting in Zoom and having online rehearsals, but it's a really unique circumstance, but
Right.
we're just rolling with what we got.
Has it been difficult? Has anybody, been talking over each other when it comes to that aspect on Zoom?
So the nice thing is we just ask everybody to turn off their mics and cams so we can operate efficiently and we don't have to worry about any lag, and we don't have to worry about people cutting in and interrupting the scene that's going on.
And I know obviously you guys used to hold your open rehearsals on Wednesdays. Are you still doing the same exact time and day?
Yeah, so different time, but we're still meeting every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. We have a Zoom link, which is emailed out on our email page, or the list that we have. But you can also find it on our social media, on Instagram and Facebook at BBQ Kitten.
Have you guys been able to allow any other people into your club, especially because of the pandemic?
So our open rehearsals, anybody can show up and anyone can participate if they're feeling courageous enough. In terms of becoming a member of the troupe, we've been having some issues with figuring out how that's all going to work because there's this whole process to it and the COVID's thrown a wrench in our plans. So
Understandable.
yeah.
Do you have any one memory that pops out to you in the have you been a part of BBQ Kitten for 4 years?
I have, yeah.
So what's one specific memory that really pops out to you?
The first time I ever, volunteered to participate in a scene, I wound up taking my shirt off and it became a staple, I guess. And now people in the troupe always try and get me to do it. So
Have you? Have they gotten you to do it again?
multiple times, yes.
Oh my goodness.
People are the worst. I don't know what to say.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
But how do you feel as being a senior? It's your last year and it's very unconventional the way that we're ending the year. So what's different and how do you feel being a senior now?
Being a senior, there's a tradition of having a death and being sent off, and it's kind of ambiguous as to whether or not that's still going to happen. And it's a little upsetting because it would be nice to go out with a bang and have a great senior year of doing improvisation. But it's also nice to see that there's still so many people interested in improv and seeing 20 plus people tune in every Wednesday to our open rehearsal, even on the new format. It's really nice. So
Good.
I'm really thankful for that.
All right, so I have one last question for you. I hear that you do a Mad Kermit impression. I gave you a little handy dandy song there. If you could tell the audience what you do with that impression, or go ahead and just send it.
Okay. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, thank you so much. I'm so glad that our audience got to see that. Unfortunately, that is our time, but thank you so much.
No problem.